Hi, here's a very short demo of a program called Enigma, written in C++ that I wrote in my first semester as an undergrad student. It is based on the original Enigma machine, which was used in the Second World War by German soldiers to encrypt messages. So it used to be a mechanical device with rotors in it, and these rotors used to be aligned in a specific way, and then when you type something in the machine, it would replace every letter typed in with the corresponding letter in the rotor. So it was just a replacement cipher at work. Now the program was written in Turbo C in a DOS-based environment, which is kind of obsolete right now. So I use a DOS box to emulate the DOS environment so that I can run the program for you guys. So here we go. I just go ahead and mount the drive that has my program in it. Okay, so here's the program, and it's got two modes of operation. The first one is simpler than the second one, so we'll go ahead and use the first one. You can see here there's a reference text which corresponds to one of the rotors in the machine, and I need to select a key which can be used to encrypt my messages. So I just select a C to say W, which means that I want every C of my letter to be replaced with a W. So I'll go ahead and select that. So you can see we have a reference text 2 which rotates itself to align according to the key that I've defined. So my C would be replaced with a W, my L would be replaced with an F, and so on. I'll just go ahead and type a message that I want encrypted. So you can see when I typed in an H, it searched for this H in the reference text 1 and replaced it with the corresponding letter in the reference text 2. That's a B. So you can see we have a cryptex over here which looks completely gibberish to someone who doesn't have the key, but it is just a replacement of letters in the original message. Now let's go ahead and select the second mode of operation, which is slightly different from the first mode. So I just select a key over here. Let's say it's C to V this time, or C to Y. So the reference text aligned itself to define the relationship. Now when I'll type in a letter, it will replace that letter with the corresponding letter in the reference text 2. At the same time, it would also rotate the reference text 2 to the left to define a new key. So for example, I type in an H, it not only replaced it with D, but it also rotated the reference text 2 to the left to define a new key. So when I type in an H again, this time we'll have an E instead of a D. You can see it every time it has a different key. So as I type in my message, it rotates the reference text every time I type in a letter, and so we have a different key every time. So you can see this is a slightly better version because the key is just used to define the initial arrangement of rotors, and then after every letter I type in, the rotors rotate to define a new key. And you can also define the number of rotations you want to do after every letter typed in, so it's fairly customizable, and this is a very simple way of doing encryption. That's it. Hope you guys have a good day. Thank you for listening.